Clap and give God glory, everybody. And good to be back in Baltimore and to share. We are still doing some great things, and it is really amazing. Like I said to the other congregation earlier today, that it's amazing that we are just 5 months. 5 months. I want you to digest that. 5 months and 22 days before the end of the year. 5 months, 22 days. And as I said to them, I said to you, to all of you today, say we could do a whole lot in 5 months. You gotta have that mind. You gotta have that mind that you can do it in 5 months. And instead of saying, what happened to the first 7 months? No. Focus on what you could do with what remains. Okay. All right. It's not if you're looking back at what's already gone, you may miss what's coming. Come on, say, keep your focus on where you're going.
Keep your focus on where you're going.
And what can be done.
And what
That's when you keep your focus and expect it. Okay. Additionally, as I said, as soon as I find some background music that is acceptable, as I went to the funeral in out of state, and as I knew the Lord was leading me when I got back to New York. I was in New York when I started hearing to put together on our prayer channel with the 5 a.m. prayer and all that, prayer for grieving family members who have questions. And I'm thinking about the situation I just described, what happened this morning here in Baltimore. Okay, right now, some people got questions. That prayer for grief, and I never thought before about putting up a prayer for grief, but last week it is, and I really want to send it to my cousin for the loss of his 25-year-old son. Okay, but where am I going with all this is that as was told to me last week, he says there are going to be many people who are going to benefit from that, and that it's going to become a well-known prayer. Clap your hands for that. All right. So actually, what I didn't tell y'all, and you're going to see, I'm going to tell you now the way I heard to put it together. I actually heard the prayer. I could have prayed it right then, but I wanted some music. I grabbed one of your songs that you recorded. I did. Okay, well, that's good. I'll take you up there. Blessed Assurance instrumental. Okay. No, you already got it. I already got it. Yeah. And I was seeing if that could work as a song. Blessed Assurance, Jesus is one. And I was like, gonna let that play in the back and just go on to the prayer. But this is the way I heard the prayer. The prayer was, he was telling me to deal heavily with the why. The why. And then the why was going to lead to the who. And the why was going to lead to the what. And then even dealing with the where. These are prayers about the questions. And yeah, and she's almost hearing it, but it's true. He says the why leads to the who, leads to the what, leads to the where. Okay, these are all questions that grieving loved ones have when someone suddenly dies. Yeah. So the way he told me to do it, I'm going to do it. Say amen. Say follow the instructions. And he was telling me that the way he's telling me to do it, it's going to make sense to a lot of people. And he said a lot of people are going to play it over and over. If that's going to give them relief, and just standing beside me as I'm saying it, if that's going to give them relief, well, I will do it. Okay, it's my assignment. All right, and I wasn't planning to do it, but as usual, God just come along and say, I want you to put up a prayer for grieving loved ones and their questions. All right, the questions that they can't get rid of because someone suddenly died. Someone say, make it done, get it done this week. By the way, it's only gonna be 5 minutes long. It only has to be 5 minutes, okay? It don't have to be an hour like the 5 a.m. prayer. But it's gonna hit the point, to the point, That more, I'm loving these angels. It's gonna hit the point to the point that they're gonna play it over and over and over again. Let them do it. Because already we're hearing about different people who suddenly just passed away. Okay. And sometimes when they're alone and the questions are going through them, someone said, please play this prayer. And a lot of times when they're alone, if they could play that prayer, they'll play it over and over and over and realize this is, he was telling me how much they're gonna be crying. He was telling me everything. He said they'll be crying while they listen to the prayer. All right. They got to the point, you may understand this, some blessings started coming on me heavily. And this is when the 5 a.m. prayer got popular. He said, these are the blessings from the 5 a.m. prayer, because it's helping so many people. So, all right. So we're making social media work for us. Meaning this, there are people that 5 a.m. prayer now is approaching 10,000 times it's been listened to. Clap hands for that. But see, like in my case, I don't go to YouTube. I got it. I got it in my Google Drive. Av got it downloaded in his phone, and there are people who got it downloaded. That's not even counting the ones that we play apart from YouTube. But what I'm saying is that the demons hate it, like, oh my God, they're gonna pray again. And this one could be another classic. And that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because someone will be helped. Say amen. So look for that. I'm gonna make sure I send you the link. We do have this. Let me do this while I'm doing it. We do have this. I'm about to give this to the secretary. Check this out. See this? This one happens to have your name on it. That's something? Come on, say the 16th, the 18th anniversary. Clap hands for the 18th anniversary. And we're going to explain more off camera, but this is the beginning of the celebration. Say amen. And I'm talking to New York to come up. I'm talking to Raleigh. I'm going to be talking to Raleigh to come up. I'm talking to Charlotte to come up. And Atlanta's already making provision to come up. Florida, I'm not going to ask to come. Texas, I'm not going to ask to come. Nor am I going to ask LA to come and other cities. All right. But the ones that's close by, I'm asking Wilmington to come. Okay. All the churches in New York. All right. All right. This is the time y'all come to us. Say amen. All right. I'm always going to you. Now you come to me. Jesus' name, Pastor God, that's a human. Amen. And lastly, this is the end of the PSA. So don't forget the ebooks. Don't forget the ebooks. All right. Go to thewordsummit.com. Thewordsummit.com. Uh-oh. Did I get a little saucy there? Look, Evangelist. Look, thewordsummit.com. Pastor got a little moves. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. There's a video of Bishop Jakes dancing. Did y'all see that video? We still broadcast. All right, we're ending this PSA. Thewordsummit.com. Thewordsummit.com. We stopping this video.